Hello there, friends. Welcome to Start Early today. Hope you're doing well wherever you may be. Owning one's story. Stop waiting for life to happen to you. You've got way more power than you think. Focus on what's actually in your hands instead of getting caught up in all the noise around you. Your responses matter more than what happens to you. So all of these external things, all of these drama, if you will, everything serves a purpose. Your triggers are your treasures. Everything that happens to you is for you. So we either go through it with pain or with joy. So it's all about how you perceive things. If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Everything has a neutral nature. Everything is just is. And to become a mindful discerner and to become a lover of what is the top tip and the secret to a happy and fulfilling life. What's giving you fulfillment lately? What have you been trying in a new way? Are you practicing the best way to serve others in a new packaging, in a new approach? How clear is your North Star? So to own one's story is to be accountable, because nobody's gonna account for your life. Are you gonna give it to your spouse, your parents? Lead a life of righteousness and unwavering, single-minded, focused direction towards the highest possible good, towards the sky, towards health, towards more life, towards happiness, towards generosity and abundance and flourishing. And you own that story. Each day you get to write a story of your own. And these stories drive our lives. Sometimes our personal narratives, we get too familiar and comfortable with debilitating and deprecating thoughts and insights. And you can make time to inquire and ask yourself, why have you been thinking this way? Sometimes we just have gone comfortable because it's familiar. We've gone comfortable with being a victim, and we're attached to learned victimhood or learned helplessness, that the world owes us a living and grandiosity. The world does not owe anybody anything. Just to live here is the gift. All is given and all is added onto. All is added onto exponentially and compoundingly. So if you start on a good thought, it will ripple and it will compound. What you focus on expands. So focus on the good things, focus on the good stories, focus on gratitude, connection with other people, and you'll be flooded with norepinephrine, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. We get it from connection with other people. And you'll just feel good. Feeling good is your radar. Okay, how are you feeling right now? You can start by relaxing your whole body, relax your eyebrows, project a calm smile, and think of all of the people who inspire you and what you aspire to be. Everything that you like, that you see in your external, is you reflected back. And also the negative things that you see outside of you, they're all reflections of your insides, magnified. And your consciousness is an orb of light, and it can just go within your mind, lighting up and bringing attention to rooms in a house. That's a very good analogy. The orb can float in a basement wherein all the fears and anxiety are, and then you will then have become that, and your world will become it. But the cosmic power lies in your control of putting this orb in thoughts in the room, maybe in the master's bedroom, wherein everything is well, everything's flourishing, everything is met with understanding, everything is just is. And knowing your role, knowing your part in this whole, knowing that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So play that role relentlessly, with resilience, with resourcefulness. You have everything in front of you to succeed. First of all, identify what success means to you, and you can exist in seasons. Every 90 days, maybe you can focus on your physicality, maybe you can focus on your financial health, maybe you can focus on projects that will bring value to the world. What are these things? You are a treasure trove, my friend, a treasure trove. All you need to do is open up the doors of your perception. And if you don't need any intoxicants, let go of those. You have all the drugs in your head, in your mind, in your breath. Do 1,000 push-ups, do some deep breathing, and take some risks, and discover this new person that is laying dormant inside of you. It's a sleeping giant. Tony Robbins calls it the giant within. I'm already fired up, and I'm excited for the day. Becoming a wise discerner of what's important and urgent. Some things in our lives are important, not urgent. Some are not urgent but important. Some are both urgent and important, and some are both non-urgent and non-important. So these are very simple things. Eating healthy, getting proper sleep, putting yourself together, having a plan for your day, for your week, for your month, and knowing where your life is going, and also having trust in the divine inspiration that everything happens for a reason, and you cannot know everything and anything and everything all at once. Everything's presented in divine order, and following that order with each step deliberate and wholeheartedly poured as an offering and as a service. Your beingness is an offering and a service. It can be as mundane as putting yourself together and wearing clean clothes and making up your bed and tidying up your house and your surroundings and maybe clearing up your debt and getting into a positive cash flow. Growing your business, 10x your business, maybe 10x your relationship with your loved ones. And once again, looking into the radar of how good it feels. If it feels good, lean towards it. Feel good. What makes us feel bad is just our resistance to what is. Some people are just the way that they are. So stop meddling with other people. That's none of your business. Our business is in the way you see things. But God's business, there's no control over that. Other people's business, respect it. Watch it, learn from it, and ask yourself. Because all the things that bring us suffering is only our minds untrained. And each moment is a happening. Each moment you're choosing if you're gonna become a victim of thought or if you're gonna be victim of thinking. Once you've gone into thinking, let me dive into the difference of thought and thinking. Thoughts are just there. Thinking is engaging with it. When you have come to think of a thing, you've already entered duality. You have exited oneness and wholeness and divinity and being a god. So in this dual world, you lean towards the black or the white. And you condemn the black or you envy the white. Okay? But it is both. You are both. Both are true, and everything can be turned around. Everything can be leaned towards the betterment and the embracing of the all-encompassing good, that which is the nature of all things. It's just in relationship with one another as needed at that time. So if a seeming separation happened, it can be through a person or a circumstance, it means that the purpose has been served. And although it may appear as separation of paths, it leads to wholeness. If you come to see the bigger picture, so look up at the sky, see from the bird's eye view, and look at your little life. Look at your little life and your little problem at the moment. What instances in the past have you successfully overcame these types of challenges? And if you're met with a bigger challenge that's out of your control, thank the universe, because you're going to be called to become a bigger person than what you are. You're being built into this hero that is being birthed, that is timed to be birthed, and it's out of your control. If you resist it, there will be more pain. If you surrender to it, you'll be more powerful. And things just move in us and through us, and it's impermanent. Okay, if you want to lean onto what's permanent, it is your awareness, it is your consciousness, it is ever new bliss, it is Sat Chit Ananda, it is Satori, sudden enlightenment. It is here. So whatever you're searching for, if you've gone to insane or drunk and deluded with things that are outside of you, I invite you to look within. That's all. That is a mindful pouring coffee. What do we have here? We have Cafe Bustelo and hot water. That's it, my friend. I have quit coffee for a while, but I'm back at it. But everything's temporary, as we said. So hold your opinions. Hold your opinions strong. What is that? How does that go? Held lightly, held loosely, but strongly stood upon. Something of that effect. I mean, just keep an open mind. That's the point I'm driving at. Keep an open mind. Nothing is permanent. Do not mind what happens next. All you got is yourself showing up as your best self with the knowledge that you have at the time. So that is owning your story. How do you feel? Are you fired up yet? And the next insight is you can dream backwards. The beautiful thing about consciousness is you can look into the past, you can look into the future, you create all happening in the present. And to have that power, you can imagine yourself being in the future, being this best self, being free from all the woes and the worries and the limitations of your past and your present. So to function, make your forcing function your future. If you imagine a future that is audaciously and aimed at the moon, you'll land in the stars at least. Did you ever hear that aphorism? Aim for the moon, and if you miss, you'll land on a star. It means to me that you just gotta go. You just gotta go for your dream. And what do we say when we dream backwards? It's just beginning with the end in mind. You reverse engineer. You create it in the future, and your present actions are the determinant of the alignment of that future and your present action. And that thought is very liberating because you can do right here, right now, in the second, in the next minute, the thing that will create the future that you have imagined. I demand of myself consistent and persistent action, dedication, determination, unrelentingly using all the forces that's here. All the knowledge is here, but you integrate it through your actions, through your unique situation, through your positioning, using the principles of the 4 types of luck. Luck number 1, it's blind luck. If you're gifted with something that the universe gave to you, like the way you look, like your family, if they're loving, if they're supportive, that's the first kind of luck. If you're gifted with nimbleness or musicality, The gifts are kinesthetics, uh, musical intelligence, speech, mathematics, the 5 gifts. You can look into that too. So you can find where you are lean towards. And the second kind of luck is the one where you just stirring up the soup. You're being active in the arena. You're active to learn, and you're just showing up to see and collect data to see what is for you. You talk to people. You see what brings up life to you. And out of that stirring of the soup, opportunities appear, and sometimes you get lucky doing that. The third kind of luck is, it's slipping my mind, but I know the fourth kind of luck is you're just too engaged in you are just too good to ignore. You're just too good to ignore with the amount of volume of value that you've provided to the world, and a unique proposition just falls into your lap. See? So these are just guides, but it all boils down to how you feel and how you move and how you go at it. So what is it that you really want? What is your highest purpose? What is the best version of yourself? How do you see yourself right now? How do you talk to yourself? Is there a new way of closing deals? Is there a new way of marketing your business or your craft? Being crafty with your craft, with your talent. I'm just sitting here and I'm talking, and my mind is going into new worlds, and I can't imagine for you what it's like. There is no limitations. Your capacity is unlimited. When you commit to a thing, you become confident, you muster up the courage, and you increase your capacity. And then with that increased capacity, you have entered a new world with new vantage points. And then new people shall appear. Because people, they look for other people. Yeah, what you look for is looking for you. To high five and jam and to riff on things. And out of that riffing, you rub it together and magic happens. Sparks fly, And that is something that we should be thankful for and practice. What we use becomes great, and what we do not use atrophies, and we lose it. And inspiration expires like an avocado, so eat it. The parachute is like our minds. It is only useful when it's open. So how are you now that you're inspired listening to these words? Where is it taking you? What actions are you gonna take that is getting you out of your comfort zone? Because the comfort zone's nice, it's cushy and sweet, but nothing ever grows there. It's comfortable. And the call for you to become a missionary and a visionary and a legend is out there. It's out there in the field. It's out there waiting for you to meet it. Okay? Feel free to share this podcast. We're called Start Early Today. If you like one-on-one coaching, if you like this energy, my details are on the website Start Early Today, and find me on Substack at makepurethyheart.com. Please feel free to share and comment. That's it for today. Namaste.